Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Jed Morgan, and the thing that we all predicted 2 years ago when Bob Iger stepped down as CEO of Disney has finally come to pass. It seemed like he could predict the coup coming along and got out just in time before that downtip in overall economic productivity and, the new presidency as well. When the economy really went down, seems like he could predict it, got out right before, and then when things got their worst, we predicted he would be coming back as the returning savior. And surprise, surprise, that's exactly what happened. Disney stock recently was at its near lowest in a decade. It was an abysmal situation. Nothing is currently making money. Bob Chapek is supposedly the money man, but he never made any decisions that were really for the good of the customers or for the good of the company. It's just more woke upon more woke. And it all really stemmed from his decision with the Florida parental rights and education bill. That's where a lot of people changed their minds on Chapek. But our predictions were all proved correct yesterday with this announcement from Disney. Bob Iger returns as CEO while Chapek exits. This is what we all knew was going to happen 2 years ago when Bob Iger stepped down. It was obvious what was going to happen. Iger was never going to run for president. He really wanted to, I'm sure, and that was a plan, but he's just a little too old for that. And with all the other drama going on with the current president and the future presidential candidates, it was never going to be a good situation for him. So returning savior was the best that he was going to be able to do, and he executed it beautifully. And he's got the board eating out of his hand, according to these comments from the head of the board. I don't really know if they're true or not, or just what needs to be done. But that stock situation last week is what really forced the board to make this change back. I wonder if this is the time that they predicted to switch back and forth, or it's just, hey, next disaster, we'll make the switch and make him seem like the hero. We're not surprised by this whatsoever. We saw it coming, and this just really all adds up. Disney is at one of its worst places ever. The theme parks aren't doing well, and that's even before the Reedy Creek deal goes away next year. The Marvel movies are barely breaking even. The ones who make a little bit of profit having to support the ones that aren't. And Star Wars, their shows are doing so bad that they have to eke it out from Disney Plus to other streaming services and other normal traditional cable services like ABC and Freeform. They're not doing well at all with their juggernaut franchises. So how are they going to do with their general stock? They needed a savior. And of course, Iger was the one who wanted to fill that role. Now, will anything change at Disney? No way in the world. I do not foresee anything actually changing. If anything, a double down is in the future, because that's all Disney knows how to do these days, is double and double triple down on their woke identity politics driven decisions, which has defined the company for the last nearly 10 years at this point. Nothing's going to change. Maybe some financials are going to appear better, but nothing of any value or anything that will affect the customer will change whatsoever. The content, and that's the most important thing, the content will not change whatsoever with this switchover. Neither of these men were creative individuals, so the creative process will not change. Bob Iger, all he knows how to do is buy IPs. And there's not really a whole lot of IPs left that can or should be bought by him or will be available to be bought by him. So nothing will change at Disney. I firmly believe that. I will stake my channel on the fact that nothing of substance will change at Disney. And this is just a big PR move to make Bob Iger feel good, stroke his ego, and hopefully assuage the stockholders who are very concerned about the stock situation of recent weeks. But overall, if the stock is making any sort of change, I don't think it's gonna really jump back up or anything like that. It might get a little bit better, but it's still, Disney is still having a problem with cash inflow, and that's not going to change with Bob Iger's taking over again as the CEO. And if any stockholders believe it will, and this is enough to assuage their concerns, I'm a little bit concerned about how much they've been paying attention the last few years and the years before Iger stepped down initially. But anyway, that's all I have for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Anon.
Hey, yo, are you feeling what I'm doing up in here? Oh, I know you are. Do you miss all the good, compelling stories that we used to get back in Hollywood that they ain't putting down no more? Oh, I know you missing it. So check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern-day mental illness issues, baby. Book 1, Down in Flames. Book 2, Apocalypse Then. These are currently on sale. What are you waiting for? Get your hands on them. And we got Book 3, Kill the Dark, is coming down the pipeline. Just wait for all the good stuff this dropping. You ain't gonna be disappointed, fam.